3, 4.
Those are some tasty licks right there. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Kevin Doe here with Equipboard. And today, in my continuing quest for knowledge, I will be tackling some of the hardest stuff I could find on FenderPlay.com. So I've been playing guitar for the better part of 35 years now, also spending about 25 of those as a guitar teacher, having taught dozens of students both privately and in various music schools. And after over 30 years, I probably know a thing or two on the instrument. But I'm also the kind of player who likes to learn new things, add some stuff to my toolkit, tackle an extra theory thing, maybe a technical thing, maybe a different kind of tune. I'm always looking to learn new stuff. And of course, thanks to the internet, we have platforms such as Fender Play there to instruct and inform the young guitarist, or the old dog like me. Now, I've combed through the Fender Play platform to try to find some of the hardest lessons that they have, and I'll be trying them in order of difficulty, going from least difficult to what I expect to be the most difficult. I have not done these lessons in advance, so this is really the first time I'm diving into them. So you get to follow along with me to see if I'm able to handle it or not. And also, before we get started, if you are interested in platforms such as Fender Play, we over at Equipboard have compiled a list of some of our favorite guitar education platforms, including Fender Play, TrueFire, ArtistWorks, and several others. We really did a deep dive into the content, how the content is taught, and what the costs are per month and per year, giving you information that you need in order to make a decision that's right for you if you wish to pursue online learning on the instrument. So do check out that article. The link is in the description below. So, let's tackle the first lesson. Lesson number 1, Pop Styling's 16th note strumming.
Let's take a look at an exercise where we strum 16th notes with dotted rhythms and chord anticipation. Here's an example of the exercise we're going to be playing. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2.
So I really like how the instructor here is really breaking down the technique and most importantly, taking things slow. When I took an initial look at Fender Play, it is probably not the most difficult platform as far as the content that they teach. However, they really put the focus on the beginning player. So somebody who's just starting out. So very simple stuff, broken down properly, allowing somebody to grasp it really quick and excel pretty quickly.
So I'm using 16th note alternate strumming throughout this. So here's our strum directions. On G from the top, it's going to be down, up, down, and a G, 3, F, G, F, C. Again.
All right, let's give this a try. It goes back to G. 3, 4. Three, 4. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. On my little difficulty meter, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5. Not really hard at all, but a great chop to build for any player. So, moving on, inverted power chords. Let's see what we got.
In this exercise, we'll practice 2 and 3 note inverted power chord shapes with a 4-bar progression. Here's how our exercise sounds. First, we're going to play an F-sharp 5 over C-sharp with our first finger barred across strings A and D on the 4th fret. We'll strum down strings A and D.
Again, the breakdown and the explanation on this stuff is really, really well done.
In our strum hand, we'll be using all 8th note down strums for this. Let's put that 4-bar progression together and play it 5 times.
All right, this doesn't look too tough at all. Let's give this a go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I can't fit all the tab here on. Can I? No, I can't. Hold on. Is there a way to do it? Oh, full screen. Ah, look at that. All right, full screen for the tab. Okay, cool. Let's give this a try. See what we get. Oh! Oops, it happens. Again, no problem. No problem. Really geared towards the beginner player, but again, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Nice little variation on, most players, when they learn a power chord, they probably learn these famous 2-note or 3-note versions. So knowing the inverted ones is also a good thing to know. As far as difficulty goes, again, 1 out of 5. Nice and easy, but very well explained. All right, next lesson here, 2-string arpeggios. Now I think we're going to get into some shreddy stuff here now. All right, let's check it out.
We'll practice an exercise using 2-string arpeggios, perfect for developing better timing and strengthening lead skills such as alternate picking and sweep picking. Our second finger will be on the 7th fret of the B string. Our first finger will be on the 6th fret of the E string. Our fourth finger will be on the 9th fret of the E string. Then we'll go back to 6 and end on 7. Now we can play this using sweep picking. So we'll play down, down, hammer on to 9, pull off to 6. 1, E, and, 2, E, and, 3, E.
Again, like the explanation part of it is really, really well done. They really break it down and they take their time.
Hammer on to 11 and pull off to 7. 3, E, and 2, E, and 3.
Okay, well, this is fairly simple enough. Like these little grab bag, quick arpeggio things. She's explaining how to do it really, really slowly. Like. However, when you get them up to tempo, and once you really get the technique down, I'm getting some weird harmonic thing happening, eh? All right, let's see if we can do it. Let's start explanation again. Yeah, so these little quick little arpeggio licks, broken down really slowly, don't really sound like much, but when you get them up to speed, they really sound impressive. So if I look at this exercise right here, on its own like that, nice and slow, it's a nice little exercise. But when you get to play it quickly, it really sounds impressive. Let's try that again. There you go. A nice little exercise, a nice little lick, especially for the aspiring shredder in your family. As far as difficulties goes, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. For somebody starting off, this is definitely going to pose a challenge. However, it is still very easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, you can move all over the neck. Anyways, moving on. All right, next lesson here, chicken picking with palm muting. Let's see what we got here.
In this lesson, we'll practice chicken picking with a strum hand palm muting. Here's how our exercise sounds. I'll play it for you once through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's break this down into half-bar sections. What's cool about this lick is that all the notes will be on either the G or the high E strings. In bar 1, we begin on the G string at the 9th fret with our index finger, then the 10th fret with our middle finger, and then the 11th fret with our ring finger. And the high E string is fretted at the 10th with our middle finger.
Okay, we're getting into some hybrid picking here, using the pick and the fingers on the picking hand. And again, broken down really, really well.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 4.
Those are some tasty licks right there. All right, let's see if I can do this here. So he's palm muting. Cool. We'll try to see if we can get a little more out of the Oh, geez, that is a lot of fun. Let's try that again. Nice. Oh, nope. Nice. I'm liking that. Yeah, that one is a lot of fun. And if you're looking to incorporate some of that country style technique, especially the hybrid picking thing, this is a good little exercise to start off with that stuff. So yeah, difficulty, I'm going to give this difficulty, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah, because you're mixing a whole bunch of techniques here. You got picking, you got palm muting, you got hybrid picking, some string skipping action here as well. So yeah, very impressive little lick and very good for building up some chops. All right, now for the final lesson here, sweep picking.
Let's learn a sweep picking exercise that arpeggiates through a B minor 7 chord on the first 3 strings. This example features sweep picking in a downward and in an upward direction. It sounds like this.
It may look easy, but don't be fooled.
So what we're playing, we're in the 2nd position, and we're going to start on the 3rd string with your ring finger on the 4th fret. Then middle finger, 3rd fret of the B string, and then index finger, 2nd fret of high E. So 4, 3, 2, your first 3 notes, which you'll do is all down. So in a sweeping downward motion, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to play the 5th fret of high E with an up pick. From here, pull off to the 2nd fret. So grab that 5th fret again and try that pull off. So up pick the 5.
Again, a really, really good breakdown on how to do this. They've really nailed the approach, especially for players who are starting off and who maybe have already played a little bit and are just looking for a little something extra. Really nicely presented.
And even through it. Let me play it for you one more time.
Okay, well, this shouldn't be too bad. Let's give this a try. I have a bit of a tendency that on the last note I'll pick it down like that when the lesson says to pick it up. Like that. All right. Let's see if I can do that properly now. Nope. Yep. Nope. Okay. Fun little lick. Fun little lick. It's a fun little lick. It's nice and easy. And if you want to start getting into that sweeping thing, it's always good to start with little things like that. Because eventually, once you get a few different kinds of arpeggios under your fingers, really, really fun and quick to move these around and create these really impressive licks. You sort of get the idea right there. Okay, on a difficulty, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Nice little challenge for somebody who wants to start on the sweep picking thing, but not so challenging that it's a big jumble of stuff. You're not learning an Yngwie Malmsteen song right off the bat. You're just breaking down and learning the technique. No, very well done, very well presented. Overall, I'm very impressed with Fender play, especially for the beginning player and somebody who's played for a little bit and just wants to level up their technique a tad. So, how did I do? Did I master these lessons on the first shot? Do I still need a little bit of work? Is there some other things on the Fender Play platform that you want to see me tackle next? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. We do read everything and we appreciate your feedback. And if you've enjoyed this video, why not give it a like? Do share it with your Fender Play loving friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you are subscribed or you've just subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified of new videos the minute they become available. Once again, for equipboard.com, my name is Kevin Doe. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Now, go get practicing.